from my side and let me share the screen. I gave you the recording permissions for all of you can record, right? Okay, so while restoring, you don't need to choose any option. Simply restoration depends on the file which you are giving at the time of restoration. In which cases we are going to do database refresh or restore. Okay, so usually manually we are going to do the restore in two scenarios. One is if the database is corrupted. First thing, if the database is corrupted, this scenario you will get very rarely. Usually 99% database won't be corrupted. Very rarely you are going to get this kind of scenarios. Second thing is database refresh tasks. Database refresh tasks means we have already discussed it, right? So developers wants to test their logic in the development servers, where we cannot allow them to test their logic or test, okay, their coding and all in the production server, which may impact the business down. So what we are going to do is, how can we give the real-time data to them? By just taking the backup of production database and by restoring it into the non-prod environment like dev server, stage server, test servers, QA servers, UAT servers. In these environments we are going to restore the database. Restoring database from prod to non-prod is called database refresh. Okay, these activities usually every organization will have these kind of activities, either daily or weekly. You will have these kind of activities. Okay, that means you have to simply restore a database from the existing backups. Database refresh means simply you have to restore a database from the existing backups. Okay, so we'll discuss how to restore a database in a same server. We'll discuss how to restore a database in different server also. Okay, right. There is no big difference restoring database in the same server, restoring database in different server, but I'll tell you, I'll explain. Okay, right. So in case I want to restore one database, how to restore it? Okay, right click, restore. What I'll do before restoring, I'll take a fresh full differential and log backup. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I'll show you how to restore all the files at a time. You can restore all the files at a time. You can restore full differential log at a time. Okay, so let me take the fresh backups for the employee database. I'll take one full, one differential and one log backup. Okay, backup database employee. Okay, to disk is equal to employee underscore full underscore today's date is 04/07/2021.bak. Okay, this is full backup, right? Okay, control V, differential with differential. Okay, so this is differential backup and this is log backup. Backup log database name to disk is equal to, okay, log bkp. This is trn. Again, even if you keep .bak, nothing will happen. The extensions are, okay, optional in the SQL server. You can take .abc. You can say you can take the backup as .bbc. Whatever you want, you can keep it. Your name also. .money also you can keep. Okay. Extensions doesn't important in the SQL server. You can keep your own extensions, but as we are working in a team, we have to follow the standards. Only that purpose we are going to keep the extensions. Okay, right. So let me take the full backup. Full backup is completed successfully. Let me take the differential backup. It is also completed. Let me take the log backup. Okay, now let me restore all these backups. Okay, usually in which location I can find these backups? Can anyone help me? In which
under
location?
the instance, SQL Server instance, if you go under C drive.
Okay, see
Program files.
program files.
SQL Server.
SQL Server.
Okay,
SQL Server. And then
MS SQL.
okay,
MS SQL Server.
okay,
then again,
Backup.
then
okay,
backup.
right. Okay, so where is our backups? Let me go with date modified. Okay, server time is like 7. Okay, that's fine. Okay, these three are our backups. Okay, right. 47. This is full backup, differential backup, and log backup. So okay, let me restoring the database. Okay, right click on the databases, restore database. Okay, right here you have to choose the backup file. You have to choose the backup file. Select the device. You can restore in case from the existing database also. Okay, but how it is possible? You can restore in the same server. In case I want to restore from employee database to any other database, I can restore it. Automatically it will consider the last three full backups, last three backups. You can see here automatically it just took the last three backups, right? Whatever recent backups are there, automatically it will consider the last recent backups. Okay, right. I am not going to restore using the database. Okay, I'm going to restore using the file, backup file. So choose device here, go to browse option, go to add option. Okay, yesterday we have discussed it, right? Yesterday while taking the backups, we just discussed the backup set and media set, right? So in a single backup file, we'll have multiple backup sets, right? Right? Which what is that file name? Which one is big one? This one, right? Employee full 0207 2021. Let me show you the media, the backup sets. Employee full 0207 2021. I guess this one. Okay. Choose this one, select this one, contents. There you can see how many full backup sets are there. Okay, if you see here, can you see here now small table? Okay,
So this is the only way to check whether it's a media set or backup set.
yes, this is the one way, and you can use custom queries also.
Okay.
Okay, this is the GUI way. In case you want to
Yeah, right.
use, you can use custom scripts. Okay,
Okay.
right. See here, there are two full backups are there in this backup
Yeah.
file. Okay, so you can see the LSN, you can see the date and time when it took. Okay, it was taken at line 11 and it was okay at 9:12. You can see the LSN numbers also. Okay, same LSN will be there. Okay, why? Because there is no change, right? So same LSNs will be there. Okay, so in this way you can understand. Okay, whether it is a backup set or media set.
Media set.
Okay, so let me remove this. Let me add today's full backup. Okay, what is the full backup? Employee full 04, right? Employee full, I guess this is the one. Yes, employee full 0407 2021. Okay, just click OK, right? And you can see here, this is the backup set. This is the backup file database. Component is database, means the type of backup. Database means full backup. Type full, server name, database name is employee, position is 1, first LSN, last LSN, checkpoint LSN, full LSN, start date, finish date, size of the particular file. Okay, and who took this backup. Okay, this person took this backup, and all you can see. Nothing to do here. In case sometimes in the old server, in the old versions, it will be unchecked. Okay, it will be unchecked like this in the old versions like 2008, 2012 and all. Once you choose the file, it will be unchecked by default. Please check it, otherwise it won't consider. In case you want to see whether this backup file is expired or not, whether this backup file is valid or not, whether this backup file is corrupted or not, you can use using this verify backup media. Okay, if backup media is successfully verified, if you don't get any errors, the backup file is good only. It won't corrupted, it won't expired also. Okay, verify backup media will help you to verify the backup file. Okay, files here. Okay, you have to understood little bit. Okay, logical way is there. Okay, you have to understood in a small logical things here. Okay, so here the source database path is like this. Okay, this is the path of the source database file. Okay, so usually database means what? Collection of data files and log files, right? Whenever you took the full backup, it is going to take the whole database backup, right? So it will take the locations of the data file, it will take the locations of the log file also. So if you see here, these are the locations of the data files and log files. Okay, for the old database, this is the original file name. This is the original file name. For employee database means the employee database data file is stored in this location. Employee database secondary data file is stored in this location. Employee database log file is stored in this location. And this is the original file name. And how it is going to restore? It is going to restore in the same way. C program file same way. Employee.mdf, employee2.ndf, and employee underscore log.ldf. So I am going to restore the database with the same name into the same location. Is it going to be successful?
Is it going to append in the same location?
No, it's not possible to append.
So what's going to happen? Because if we have the same location and the same name as well,
Tell me the result. Is it failed or it will be successful?
it will be successful, but I think extension would be changed to restore or something.
Mhm. Okay, so by default it will be
Would be
failed.
successful when it with replace.
Yes, by default it will be failed. Okay.
Okay.
Why? Because it will try to see here in the same location, employee.mdf file is there. It will try to again, okay, create the same employee.mdf file in the same
Yeah.
location, same path. So path file is already exists, right? So it will be
Yeah.
failed. Okay. So
Right.
how can
But
we overcome?
it's not. Yeah. Right. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So how can we overcome that situation? We can override the database. That is one way. Or else you don't want to override. Restore in a different name. Restore with a
But
different
different
name.
location.
Same location is fine, but restore with a
Okay.
different name. Okay, here I am going to restore employee underscore new.
Okay.
Okay, the source database is employee. I am going to
The
restore
new
in
one.
a employee underscore new.
Or imply
If
underscore restore.
yes, anything is fine. Employee underscore 1, 2, 3, anything. Just it has to be
Yeah.
changed. Okay. So files also, if you change the name here, don't think like it will also change here. Again, see here. The original file name won't be changed, but here, see here, the restore as files are changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, automatically
Yeah.
new is added here. So no
Yeah.
issues at all. You can directly restore.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So go to options page. In case customer is asking, I need only employee database, don't restore as with other names. I need only employee database with the same name, try to restore. Then in such case, okay, don't change anything, just keep it as employee here. And here you have to choose override the existing database. So it will delete the
Right.
files in the same
Previous.
location. Yes, previous files, and it will try to create, okay, new files in the same location. For that, what you have to choose? You have to choose, okay,
Override.
overwrite option when in case you want to restore the database with same name in the same
Same name.
location. This is how we are going to deal if you are going to restore the database in a same server. What if you want to restore in a different server? I'll show you. What if you want to restore in a different server in a different instance? I'll show you. Okay, simply the logic is in other server this path may exist, may not exist, right? Right, this path may exist or may not exist in other server. Right, here MSSA, for example, you are restoring database from very lower version to higher version, from SQL Server 2008 to 2017. If 2008, what is the folder name here? Default instance MSSQL 10, right? 2008 means 10, right?
Yeah.
10.mssql server. Again it will try to restore as mssql 10.mssql server in the new server, new location. Okay, so this folder may exist, may not exist, right? If it exists, it is going to be restored. If it is not exist, it is not going to be restored, it is going to throw the error. So always you have to consider the original file name and make sure the same path is existed or not, not file. Make sure the path is existed in the new server or not, you have to consider. This is very important point. Most of the people, experienced people also will be confused while restoring the database. Why? Because
Can you show as in practically as well by restoring it from one instance to
I'll
another
show
or
you,
one server to
okay,
another?
I'll
Yeah.
show you what we have to do, okay, in such case. Okay, so again the main point while restoring the database is you have to check the original file name and you have to check the restore as file name and make sure paths are existed. If same paths are existed, okay, in case if there is no guarantee like the paths should be existed, okay, there should be a different paths. Okay, that doesn't mean like try to create the original file name or path, don't create the paths. Okay, there is another way to fix the issue. Okay, why? Because imagine in the source server the data files are stored in a e drive. In the destination server there is no such drive, e drive is not there, something like f drive and okay, l drive is there. How you are going to deal the situation? Don't ask Windows team to create e drive for your restoration. Okay, you have to change the path from e drive to l drive, that's it. Okay, I'll explain again, don't worry. Okay, right, simply you have to change the drive letters and folders, that's it, nothing else than that. Okay, this is how usually we are going to restore in the same server. Okay, so here in case you want to restore the existing database, you have to choose the overwrite existing database. In case you want to restore the database with a different name, no need to overwrite, but make sure you change the file names or database name, okay, while restoring the database. And if you go to options space, you can see another option called recovery state. Okay, types of recovery, recovery model, recovery state, these three are completely different types of recovery: restore recovery, restart recovery. Recovery models: full recovery model, bulk logged recovery model, simple recovery model, pseudo simple recovery model. Recovery states: these three are recovery states: with recovery, with no recovery, with a standby state. What is the use of these three states? When we have to use these three states, let me explain. Okay, very important this is. So earlier we have discussed, right, we have a plan, backup strategy plan, in case if my database is corrupted on Saturday, okay, evening something like 5:30. You people explained me yesterday. Okay, you have to restore one full backup and one recent differential backup, and you have to restore after differential backup. If 20 log backups are there, you have to restore 20 log backups, and finally one tail log backup you have to restore, right? This is how we have explained yesterday. Okay, so remember one thing: restore with recovery, okay, with no recovery, and with standby. When you have to use this one, in case there are no backups to restore, there are no backup files to restore, this is the final backup, then use restore with recovery option. Once you use restore with recovery, recovery will be completed and the database will come to online, so you cannot restore other backups. Remember, if you use restore with recovery, the database will be online and you cannot make use of other backups. Restore with recovery, when you have to use, in case this is the final backup file, there are no successive backups are there to restore, this is the final file to restore, then choose restore with recovery. Once you choose restore with recovery, the database will comes to online, okay, so that you can access the database. Right, in this scenario we have one full backup file, one differential backup file, one 20 log backups are there to restore, one tail log backup is there. Okay, so in this scenario, what I have to use, to which file I have to use with recovery and which file I have to use with no recovery. In case if other backups are there to restore, if there are no backups are there to restore, use with recovery. If other backups are there to restore, use with no recovery for all other backups. Okay, now tell me, for these backups, for to which backup I have to use with no recovery, which backups I have to use with recovery. Remember, if you use with no recovery, you can restore other backups. If you use with recovery, you cannot restore other backups. The next backups, other backups means the successive backups you can restore. Okay, if you use with no recovery, the successive backups you cannot restore if you use with recovery. Why? Because once you use with recovery, the database will comes to online. Once the database comes to online, you cannot make use of any backups to restore. Now tell me, full backup, what I have to use, with recovery or with no recovery?
With recovery.
Money,
I
you
mean with
just
no
stop.
recovery.
Money, you just stop. Okay, tell me. Okay, full backup. Honey, tell me, full backup, what I have to use, with recovery or with no recovery?
No recovery.
With recovery.
With recovery. Okay, right. We'll go with Honey. Yes, Honey, tell me, why with recovery? Why you choose with recovery?
Because we already have full backup in there.
Okay. Okay. So you want to restore only full backup. You don't want to restore the differential log backup, tail log backup.
Yes.
You don't want to restore.
No, we want to, but I'm just confused. Yeah, I
Nothing.
just
See,
think
simply with recovery means, with recovery you have to use if there are no further backups to restore. If that is the final backup to restore, then you can use with recovery. If further backups are there to restore, in all scenarios, you have to use with no recovery only.
Okay, then here we'll go with the with no recovery because we do have a further backups.
Yes, very good. Full with the
No recovery.
differential with
No recovery.
20 log backups with
No recovery.
final tail log backup with
Recovery.
recovery. That's it. Okay. If further backups are not there to
Yeah,
restore,
right.
go with
Okay.
recovery. Once you go with recovery, what will happen? The database will comes to online. So you can access the database, but you cannot restore the further backups. If there are other backups to restore, if further backups are there, or successive backups are there to restore, always go with the no recovery. Or else, what is this, sir? I don't want to remember this and all. Always go with no recovery.
Yeah.
Always go with no recovery. Finally, you can run one query. Restore database name with recovery will bring back the database to online. Okay, if you can remember, that's good. If you don't remember, or if you are still confusing, always use no recovery. No recovery will allow you to restore further backups. Always use with no recovery. Finally, if there are no backups, all backups are restored successfully with no recovery, then run one command, restore database name with recovery will bring back the database to online so that everyone can access the database. Clear?
Can you show
Yeah, I'll
with
show you.
that
I'll show
command?
you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Whatever I'm explaining, I'll try to show 99%. Okay. Anyone having any confusion here? Is it fine? Right? So let me,
Yes, sir.
okay. Yeah. Let me restore. This is a full backup, right? I'm going to restore with no recovery. In case you want to go with the query, script out this action. Okay. I don't want tail log backup. Uncheck this tail log backup. Just script out now. Okay. Now, okay, just restore it. See now what happened. Restore database employee. Oh, okay. So I just changed the path, right? So it was failed. Okay. Okay. So let me restore. You can see the status here. For backups, you can see the status here. For restores, you can see the status here. Okay. How much percentage is completed? 5, 10, 20. Okay. 50, 40, 100. Like this, you can see the status here. See here. I just restored my database with no recovery. See here. My database went into restoring state. It won't come online at all until I restore the database with recovery. It's not a temporary state. It's a permanent state until you change the state, until you restore other backups with recovery. The database would be like this only. It will be in restoring state only. No one can access this database. In case if anyone trying to access this database, they will get the error like this. The database won't accessible if you restore the database with no recovery. Okay. Once you completed all the restorations, then you can keep the database with recovery so that the database will come to online so that you can access the database. Then what is the use of the standby? We have one more recovery state, standby state.
Can you do firstly with recovery as well, or you're gonna show it later with the command?
With recovery means what? Like I'll show you later
You
also.
just
Now also I'll
okay.
show you. Okay, now also I'll show you. So that's not an issue. Okay, so I'll show you. Forget about it. Okay, what is with standby? With standby means simply, okay, in case you restore the database with standby, it will only allow you for the read operations. Okay, it won't allow for the write operations. Only you can do reads. The database will be in a standby state. I'll give you the assignment. Okay, try to restore any database in the standby state. Okay, right, nothing, simply at the final page you have to change it to standby. Okay, so now I just restored full backup, right? Let me restore differential backup. Okay, and let me restore log backup also. Okay, here also you can do it. Right click, tasks, restore database. Okay, simply what you have to do is, okay, you have to give the file, transaction log file, sorry, differential backup. Okay, where is the differential? This is full 4747 differential. Where is this one? Is differential. Okay, employee diff 47 2020. Okay, click OK. Right, so nothing here, as you already choose everything in the full, okay, full restore. Only once, only while doing full restore you can choose. Remaining no need to choose, just try to choose the backup file, that's fine. Remaining options, okay, you have to choose with no recovery. Finally you have to choose with no recovery and uncheck this tail log backup. Okay, why? Because I have one more log backup to restore, that's why I'm restoring my database with no recovery. Okay, you can simply click okay. So 100% is completed. Okay, that's it. My differential backup also restored. Now finally let me restore the log backup. Okay, restore database, or you can choose transaction log backup also. Okay, device, browse, add. Where is the log backup? Log here it will be. Okay, 47. Yes, this is the log backup. Okay, 47/2021. Double click on it, click OK. Okay, see here the component is log, transaction log. Okay, files, nothing to change here. Okay, here uncheck this tail log backup. Here this is the final file, right? There are no further backups to restore, right? Full differential and log backup we took. Okay, so we just restored full backup, we just restored differential backup. This is the final backup to restore. So choose restore with recovery. Okay, so if you just click OK, now the file will be restored. You can see here 100% database successfully restored successfully, and you can see the database came to online. Okay, once the database comes to online, you cannot restore other backups. Again, you have to start restoring from full backup. Got my point? In case you want to restore other, you just forget. You just forget about other backups. There is one more tail log backup is there that you want to restore now. But by mistake, you just keep the database in recovery. So database went into the recovery and the database came to online. Now, in case you want to restore the tail log backup, you cannot restore. Again, you have to start restoring from the full differential log and tail log backup. Is it clear, everyone?
Yep, it's
Okay.
clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. So in this way, you can, again, don't confuse here. The logic is, first thing you have to check the original file location and restore as location, and file names also you have to check and make sure that is the final backup or further backups are there to restore. If further backups are there to restore, always restore with no recovery. If it is a final backup, restore with recovery. In such case, you can restore it. See here, this is the query, right? This is the query to restore the database, full backup query. Okay. How many files are there? That many move commands you are going to get it. Okay. Okay. So in case I want to restore, okay, on behalf of new, I want to restore as employee underscore, okay, old, something like that. Okay, old. So let it be new. So what I can do, okay, I want to restore the database with old, right? Control. Here I am using only full backup file. Okay, here I am using only full backup file. This is the backup it is going to take. Okay, these are the file names: employee.mdf, new underscore mdf, new underscore 2.ndf, new log underscore ldf. Okay, so now what I will do, I want to restore this database with other name. Simply I'll keep it as old. Control H. Okay, I want to replace. Why? Because I have to replace the new with old. Okay, every time. Okay, I don't know where is new. Okay, in lot of iterations we have new. So what I'll do, I'll restore my new with old here. Okay, find new. Okay, and replace with old. I'm just preparing a query. Okay, this is replace all. Where is that replace all option? Yes, this is replace all. Okay, just replace total 4 occurrences. It just replaced. Okay, now I just prepared a query. Okay, to restore a database. Okay, with a full backup, with the existing full backup. I'm going to restore a database with the existing full backup. Here I don't want to restore differential and log. With a I'm going to use only full backup to restore. Okay, now see here, employee name, database name is employee underscore old, and you can see the files are also going to be changed. Employee underscore old.mdf, employee underscore old underscore 2.ndf, and log.ldf, old.log.ldf. Okay, you can see here, and the file names are changed. Okay, and here you can see the queries with recovery with no recovery. Why? Because this is a query for differential backups, right? So here I will remove the no recovery. I will simply restore with a recovery, so that okay, if you run this query, just parse it first and run it, then okay, automatically it is going to restore the one more database with employee underscore old. Okay, right, with employee underscore old. And here in this case only one backup is restored, that is full backup. Got it? This is how we are going to edit the scripts, restore scripts. Make sure you are going to edit in a proper way, otherwise okay, in case if you missed one point also or else one letter also, okay, so it is going to like throw the error, or it is going to restore it, but with a different scenario it is going to restore it, which is not good, right? Again you have to do the same work. Now it is a small database. Imagine the organization, you have to restore big databases which will take 2 hours, 3 hours. So if you do any mistake again, you have to okay, answer to the client. Again you have to take approvals for 2 to 3 times for the downtime for restoring the database in the environment. Okay, restoring databases needs downtime. Yes, yes, it needs downtime also. Why? Because see, downtime means what? Simply don't think like only production databases use downtime and all. Nothing. Downtime means simply people are using, okay, due to your restore, people can't use that particular database, right? If people can't use that particular resource, that is a downtime activity, right? If people can't use the resource, that is a downtime activity, right? So again, you have to, for critical application, I am not saying for every application, for critical applications, okay, even restoring database also needs downtime. Okay, fine. So whenever you want, you don't restore, there is a procedure. Okay, you have to raise a change request. Once change is approved, okay, then only you have to restore in the during the weekends, mostly for the critical applications. For normal applications and all, if client is okay to do the restore on the weekday, you can do it. If client is not okay, please do it on weekend. You have to do it on weekends only. Restores also you have to do it on weekends only. Okay, clear? Anyone, any doubts, any issues here?
Yes, I have just one
Yes,
question.
yes, yes.
Yeah. If actually you have changed the old, I mean new to old, right, sir? Employee underscore new. So
Yes.
no need to use with more, right, sir? I think.
With move you have to use it. Okay, with move is by default you are going to get it. In case if you don't use with move, how you are going to add these files?
File names are changed, right, sir? New to old, so no need, I think. So that's why I have a
Then
question.
do one thing, just try it. Okay, in your SQL Server Management Studio, without using with move option, just try to restore the database.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, and let me know the result. Okay, right,
Okay,
fine.
sir.
This is
Sure.
how we are going to restore. Again, see here, I want to restore all the files at a time. Okay, you can restore all the files at a time. Restore database, go to device, go to browse, go to add. Okay, go to your location, in which location your backup files are there. Restore all files at a time is possible when, if all files are there in same location. If all files are there in different location, here in my case, full backup, differential backup, log backup is there in the same location. Okay, backup location only. So whatever backups I want to restore, choose the backups. Okay, what is the, where is the full backup? This is the full backup. Use control button. This is the differential backup. Again use the control button. This is the log backup. 3 files, I just choose 3 files, right? Click OK. Okay, click OK. Now you can see here, it will prepare the query plan. First full backup it will restore, next differential backup, next is log backup. In case if these are unchecked, please check it. Okay, now I am going to restore as something like 0407. Okay, with today's date, right? I'm going to restore as like this. Files, check here once. Okay, 0407. Make sure you just check it once. Okay, don't simply, as you change the name here, okay, don't simply proceed for the option space. First check whether all files are changed or not. Go to option space. Okay, here now tell me what option I have to use, with recovery or with no recovery.
With no recovery.
Why?
Oh, sorry, with recovery.
Why?
Because there are no further backup, oh, sorry, restore, which we need to do. We already took the log as well in this scenario. So it would be restored with recovery now because we don't have any further backups
Are you
to
sure?
restore. I think so. We are not taking the tail backup, right?
Okay. Priya? Restore with recovery or with no recovery? Everyone just type the answers in the chat window. Just
With
type
recovery, sir.
with recovery. Okay. Everyone just type the answers. Everyone, I need answers from everyone. With recovery or with no recovery? Just type it. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the answer is with recovery only. Okay, you can restore the database with recovery. As we discussed, okay, there are no further backups to restore. Okay, you can choose with recovery and you can click OK. Okay, so that first full backup will be restored, then differential backup. Please mute it. Please mute it. Who is watching that? Okay, so here yeah, with recovery, right? So just click OK. Now what will happen? First full backup will be restored, then differential backup will be restored, then finally, okay, log backup will be restored. So in that way, the database restoration will be completed. Okay. Why it is not allowing us? In case you want to see the script, you can see the script also. Okay, so let me click OK again. Right, 1%, 1%, 1. See here, 3 times 100% came. Okay, if you see here or not, 3 times. One is for full, one is for differential, one is for transaction. See here, this is the query. Restore database name. This is for full backup query. You can see a very big query with move options for all 3 files. Only for full backup you can see with move option. For other backups you don't see any with move option. Why? Because files will be stored in a full backup location, right? So once you restore full, again it's very compulsory. How it's compulsory to take the full backup for the first time? In the same way, first time you have to restore the full backup. Without restoring full backup, you cannot restore differential and log backup. Why? Because all the MDF file locations, NDF file locations, log file locations, metadata, everything will be stored in the full backup only. Without restoring your full backup, you cannot restore the differential backup. You cannot restore the further log backups also. So full backup is compulsory. Okay, right. So for the full backup, you can see the first line is full backup. You can see with move option. Okay, for all 3 files, how many files are there? You can see with move option for all 3 files. For the next file onwards, for differential backup, you don't see any. Okay, you don't see any with move option. You can see the file backups. Okay, this is full and this is differential and this is log backup. Okay, in this way you can restore the databases. Okay, so using with recovery or with no recovery. So for you, tomorrow's assignment is not tomorrow, next class assignment is restore a database with standby mode. Okay, let me close the class and let me reopen the session. Okay, it is going to close now. Let me reopen the session.